Today we're going to continue and go over some basic self-defense and Hapkido techniques. What we're going to learn in this video is the actual back roll. Now, before you can do the actual back roll, you have to be able to do the basic falls, and more specifically, the back fall. And if you want to know more about how to do these, I've put a link in the description below, so go check them out. If you're ready, let's begin. With the back fall, how do we learn it? Well, the best way to learn it is actually within stages. And the first stage is where we learn it from the actual kneeling position. The second stage is when you go a little bit higher from the squatting position. And then the third stage eventually from the actual standing position itself. If you're ready, let's get started. So to start with, we need to get into the squat position. And from here, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to roll backwards. And from there, I'm going to take my head. I can either put it to the left hand side or I can put it to the right hand side. What I don't want to do, I don't want to leave it in the middle, because this is where I'm going to be rolling. I'll be rolling over my back, and the last thing I want to do is roll on my head. So we have to make sure when we're rolling, we turn it to the left or to the right hand side, whichever is more comfortable for yourself. Now, for myself, I prefer to go to the left hand side. So if I'm going and putting my head to the left hand side, I'm going to be rolling on my right shoulder. Alternately, if I was putting my head to the right hand side, I'll be rolling on my left shoulder. So it depends on what's comfortable for yourself. Will dictate which side you would actually prefer to roll on. Also, when you're practicing it, try to alternate either side as well, just to get used to doing it either way. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put my head to tip my head slightly to the left hand side when I'm rolling backwards. So I'm going to be rolling backwards. As I'm rolling backwards, as I'm getting to here, my head just moves a little bit slightly to the left. It doesn't stay in the middle, it just slightly goes off to the left hand side. And I'm going to be forcing myself to come and roll over onto my right shoulder. So let's try that. So my hands, I'm just going to, with my hands, we're starting in position as the X at the beginning. And as we come down, as you see, all I'm doing, I've rolled over and then I'm coming up. I'm utilizing my hands to push myself back up. And I come back up into this kind of squatted ready position. So my right foot is back, as you see here, on the ball of my foot, ready to push up. My left knee is bent. My hands are here in the center. So all I'm doing is then coming and standing up into that ready position for whatever comes next. So let's try that again. So hands are crossed. I'm going to just push my way backwards. As I'm going backwards, my head is just moving slightly off to the left hand side, and I'm going over the right shoulder, and I'm utilizing my hands to help push myself back up. And as you see, I'm then coming back up. So let's do that again. Hands are crossed. We're going to fall backwards. As we're falling backwards, we're coming back. Now what we don't want to do is come straight back and land on our head. When we're coming back and I'm just slightly turning my head to the left and focusing on the momentum to go onto the right hand shoulder. Now you can feel if this is not going to work, because when you roll backwards, if you feel any bump on your head, you've done it wrong. You haven't turned your head to the side enough. When you're going over, you shouldn't feel any bump at all on the ground or your head on the ground whatsoever. So let's try that. So here, hands are crossed, back, And as I said, left slightly to the side, going over the right. Hands are coming back up, back into that ready position. And then we just stand back up. And what you want to do, you want to keep practicing that continuously until you become comfortable with it, on both on the left side and the right side. And then from there then, you gradually become more confident, and as your confidence then builds, making sure that it becomes more fluent, then you can do it from a slightly higher position itself, from maybe the actual squatting position. Now, with the squatting position, same again, we're just going to be doing exactly the same. And all we're doing, as we're going down, we're just going down and bending down at the same time. Go from here. And we come back up again. And all you're doing is literally, as you become more comfortable with it, you just gradually get higher and higher and higher, to the point where then you're actually then to the point of standing. Now, what you're not going to do from standing here is literally just fly and fall backwards. The trick of it is if you are going backwards, as I'm going backwards, my knees are collapsing. So from here, if I go backwards, my knees are collapsing, and then I'm actually rolling. I'm not just throwing myself back. That would be for a very hard back fall, like so. If I'm trying to do the roll, as I'm going backwards with my momentum, my knees are collapsing underneath me to allow me to get closer to the floor to then do the actual roll itself. So from here, I'm going back, my legs, my knees are collapsing underneath me to get me closer to the floor to then allow me to do the actual back roll. And that is how you do the back roll. Below is a link in the bottom left hand corner or somewhere in the top right on the next video on self-defense and Hapkido techniques, so you can go and learn and practice them for yourselves. As always, until the next time, Gam Sa Hae Ni.